Shields is a proud supporter of Post 58 Legion Baseball. Stop by Village Point at 168th and West Dodge Road for all of your sporting goods and apparel needs.
AWS Well Company, Inc. has been providing professional, reliable, and trusted service in the water well industry for over 50 years. We take pride in being a leader in water well drilling, geothermal systems, pump sales and pump repair, agricultural irrigation system, and septic installation. Our experts can custom design and install a water system that fits your specific needs. For more details, you can contact AWS Well at 402-624-3895.
For a magical one-of-a-kind festival featuring fabulous vintage antiques and junk vendors, along with makers, food trucks, bands, homemade apple cider and donuts, and of course those Bloody Marys, then come to Junkstock this fall, September 27th through the 29th and October 4th through the 6th. Head over to junkstock.com for more information about this top 10 festival in America per the USA Today. At Junkstock, we are all about peace, love, and junk. See you this fall.
The Nebraska Chiropractic Physicians Association is a professional association of chiropractic physicians whose mission is to promote and advance the chiropractic profession in the state of Nebraska. Chiropractic is natural, holistic, and patient-centered. It is a safe, drug-free, cost-effective alternative in healthcare for the whole family. Start your path to better health today. Learn more about chiropractic care and find a doctor at nebraskachiropractic.org.
Black Hills Energy is a proud sponsor of Waterloo Valley Post 58 Baseball. You need an energy partner that's always looking ahead. That's why we at Black Hills Energy are always ready to support, inspire, and drive your next adventure, whatever it may be. Because supporting your day-to-day is our everyday. And we're always here, ready for what comes next. Find out more at blackhillsenergy.com.
At the Athlete Factory, you can be the best player you can be, all while practicing indoors. Then in Waterloo, Nebraska, the Athlete Factory specializes in indoor softball, baseball, soccer, and basketball training. Some services include facility rentals, lessons, and camps. Here at the Athlete Factory, we pride ourselves on teaching skills to better players and teams. So if this sounds like a good opportunity to parents or coaches, you can find us at our Facebook page, The Athlete Factory Nebraska, or schedule an appointment on the website, which will lead you straight to scheduling today.
Is it a good time to sell your house? Is it a good time to buy a house? Realtor Carrie Wilcox with Nebraska Realty knows the answer. Give her a call at 402-212-2271 today to get all these questions answered.
Smart Freight Funding is the #1 factoring company for the bulk trucking industry. But we're not just bulk. We factor all trailer types and any freight with over 50 years of driving, dispatching, contracting, and accounting experience in the trucking industry. Let someone who's been in your shoes handle your finances. Learn why clients use Smart Freight Funding and get started today at smartfreightfunding.com.
The players, parents, family members, and especially all of our fans want to give a huge thank you to the Valley American Legion Post number 58 for a special summer baseball season. The Valley Nebraska American Legion Post number 58 is open to all veterans in the area who have served. Thank you for serving. Thank you for supporting us this entire summer, and go Wingnuts.
At Valley Construction, our team of dedicated professionals is driven by a singular purpose, bringing your unique vision to life through our unrivaled design, build, remodel, and renovation services. With a wealth of industry experience, we have cultivated an impeccable reputation for our extraordinary artisanship, meticulous attention to detail, and unwavering commitment to exceeding customer expectations. Reach out to Valley Construction today to embark on a remodeling journey where your vision is cherished and exceptional results are guaranteed. ValleyNEconstruction@gmail.com.
Gregorich Plumbing is a proud sponsor of Waterloo Valley Post 58 Legion Baseball. Give them a call at 402-359-9117 for all of your installation, service, and repair needs. When it comes to plumbing, Gregorich is the experts. Once again, give them a call at 402-359-9117. Gregorich Plumbing, proud sponsors of Waterloo Valley Post 58 Baseball.
Woodhouse Auto Family is the home of 21 brands with over 1,100 pre-owned, certified pre-owned, and over 5,600 vehicle selection that can be found at woodhouse.com or visit one of their locations just down the road from anywhere you're at. Woodhouse has proudly been serving the customers and communities since 1975 with a goal to provide you with a buying and servicing experience that builds a trusted partnership for a lifetime. Find them at woodhouse.com.
Lightning Exteriors is a proud sponsor of Waterloo Valley Post 58 Baseball. At Lightning Exteriors, we offer a comprehensive range of exterior services to cater to your specific needs. Whether it's roofing, siding, gutters, or other exterior enhancements, our team has the expertise and experience to deliver exceptional results. We understand the unique challenges of our regions and ensure that our solutions are tailored to withstand the local climate conditions. To learn more, head over to lightning-exteriors.com. Truck Center Companies is one of the largest Freightliner/Western Star truck dealerships in the U.S. with locations in 18 cities across the Midwest. In business since 1975, our product line features Freightliner, Western Star, Thomas Built buses, and Ottawa trucks. TCC also provides parts and service, full maintenance, fleet management, leasing and rental, and even has on-site body shops at several locations to help get you back on the road and keep you there. Visit TruckCenterCompanies.com for more information. Elkhorn Training Camp is Omaha's premier indoor sports facility for youth athletes. We offer world-class training and facilities with open practice areas, lessons, camps, and clinics. Whether it's baseball, softball, soccer, strength and conditioning training, we have the staff and facility for you. Reserve a time. Check us out at elkhorntrainingcamp.com. Shields is a proud supporter of Post 58 Legion Baseball. Stop by Village Point at 168th and West Dodge Road for all of your sporting goods and apparel needs.
AWS Well Company, Inc. has been providing professional, reliable, and trusted service in the water well industry for over 50 years. We take pride in being a leader in water well drilling, geothermal systems, pump sales and pump repair, agricultural irrigation system, and septic installation. Our experts can custom design and install a water system that fits your specific needs. For more details, you can contact AWS Well at 402-624-3895.
For a magical one-of-a-kind festival featuring fabulous vintage antiques and junk vendors, along with makers, food trucks, bands, homemade apple cider and donuts, and of course those Bloody Marys, then come to Junk Stock this fall, September 27th through the 29th, and October 4th through the 6th. Head over to junkstock.com for more information about this top 10 festival in America per the USA Today. At Junkstock, we are all about peace, love, and junk. See you this fall.
The Nebraska Chiropractic Physicians Association is a professional association of chiropractic physicians whose mission is to promote and advance the chiropractic profession in the state of Nebraska. Chiropractic is natural, holistic, and patient-centered. It is a safe, drug-free, cost-effective alternative in healthcare for the whole family. Start your path to better health today. Learn more about chiropractic care and find a doctor at nebraskachiropractic.org.
Black Hills Energy is a proud sponsor of Waterloo Valley Post 58 Baseball. You need an energy partner that's always looking ahead. That's why we at Black Hills Energy are always ready to support, inspire, and drive your next adventure, whatever it may be. Because supporting your day-to-day is our everyday. And we're always here, ready for what comes next. Find out more at blackhillsenergy.com.
At the Athlete Factory, you can be the best player you can be, all while practicing indoors. Down in Waterloo, Nebraska, the Athlete Factory specializes in indoor softball, baseball, soccer, and basketball training. Some services include facility rentals, lessons, and camps. Here at the Athlete Factory, we pride ourselves on teaching skills to better players and teams. So if this sounds like a good opportunity to parents or coaches, you can find us at our Facebook page, The Athlete Factory Nebraska, or schedule an appointment on the website, which will lead you straight to scheduling today.
Is it a good time to sell your house? Is it a good time to buy a house? Realtor Carrie Wilcox with Nebraska Realty knows the answer. Give her a call at 402-212-2271 today to get all these questions answered.
Smart Freight Funding is the #1 factoring company for the bulk trucking industry. But we're not just bulk. We factor all trailer types and any freight with over 50 years of driving, dispatching, contracting, and accounting experience in the trucking industry. Let someone who's been in your shoes handle your finances. Learn why clients use Smart Freight Funding and get started today at smartfreightfunding.com.
The players, parents, family members, and especially all of our fans want to give a huge thank you to the Valley American Legion Post number 58 for a special summer baseball season. The Valley, Nebraska American Legion Post number 58 is open to all veterans in the area who have served. Thank you for serving. Thank you for supporting us this entire summer, and go Wingnuts.
At Valley Construction,
Ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Frank Snyder's Field and Frost Family Stadium. We'd like to welcome you to the 2024 Class B Junior State Tournament Championship Series. We have like to welcome the two teams from Central City, Fullerton Post 6, and Brester Construction, Lincoln Christian. Central City will be the visitors. And we'll go ahead and announce the starting lineups for both teams. Starting off with Central City. Leading off the left fielder, number 23, Quinn Jensen. Catching, number 7, Oliver Herman. Pitching, number 33, Connor Erickson. Playing third base, number 4, Colvin Peters. Playing center fielder, number 6, Caden Morner. DHing, batting 6, number 25, Logan Bakiner. Sorry. Batting 7th, the first baseman, number 12, Coulter Looters. Batting 8th, the second baseman, number 1, Parker Zickmund. And batting 9th, the shortstop, number 3, Martin Gonzalez. And playing right field, number 10, Jacob Brazee. Now the non-starters, number 9, Angelo Pazzi. Number 22, Talon Kelso. Number 24, Luke McCarg. Number 28, Trent Detlefson. Number 32, Brian Redmond. Number 35, Jackson Gustafson. And number 36, Tristan Richardson. Central City is coached by head coach Ben Nelson, assistant coaches Doug Erickson, Scott Erickson, and Brandon Detlefson. Now, the starting lineup for Brester Construction, Lincoln Christian. Leading off, the center fielder, number 8, Grant DeHaan. Batting 2, the shortstop, number 5, Drew Mittan. Batting 3rd, the third baseman, number 23, Caleb DeWitt. Batting 4th, the catcher, number 20, Braxton Centers. Batting 5th, the second baseman, number 6, Sam Arts. Batting 6th, the left fielder, number 7, Matthew Witt. Batting 7th, the DH, number 10, Jackson Wobig. Batting 8th, the right fielder, number 11, Cade Stryker. Batting 9th, the first baseman, number 4, Maddox Eppenbach. And pitching, number 13, David Crow. The non-starters, number 1, Caden Kometsker. Batting number 2, Zachary Cloth. Number 3, Paxton Bailey. Number 9, David Lewis. And number 15, Ethan Holroyd. The coaches, Cooper Cologne, Tyson Workman, and Andrew Johnson. Now we please...
Shields is a proud supporter of Post 58 Legion Baseball. Stop by Village Point at 168th and West Dodge Road for all of your sporting goods and apparel needs.
AWS Well Company, Inc. has been providing professional, reliable, and trusted service in the water well industry for over 50 years. We take pride in being a leader in water well drilling, geothermal systems, pump sales and pump repair, agricultural irrigation system, and septic installation. Our experts can custom design and install a water system that fits your specific needs. For more details, you can contact AWS Well at 402-624-3895.
For a magical, one-of-a-kind festival featuring fabulous vintage antiques and junk vendors, along with makers, food trucks, bands, homemade apple cider and donuts, and of course those Bloody Marys. Then come to Junk Stock this fall, September 27th through the 29th, and October 4th through the 6th. Head over to junkstock.com for more information about this top 10 festival in America per the USA Today. At Junkstock, we are all about peace, love, and junk. See you this fall.
The Nebraska Chiropractic Physicians Association is a professional association of chiropractic physicians whose mission is to promote and advance the chiropractic profession in the state of Nebraska. Chiropractic is natural, holistic, and patient-centered. It is a safe, drug-free, cost-effective alternative in healthcare for the whole family. Start your path to better health today. Learn more about chiropractic care and find a doctor at nebraskachiropractic.org.
Black Hills Energy is a proud sponsor of Waterloo Valley Post 58 Baseball. You need an energy partner that's always looking ahead. That's why we at Black Hills Energy are always ready to support, inspire, and drive your next adventure, whatever it may be. Because supporting your day-to-day is our everyday. And we're always here, ready for what comes next. Find out more at blackhillsenergy.com.
At the Athlete Factory, you can be the best player you can be, all while practicing indoors. Down in Waterloo, Nebraska, the Athlete Factory specializes in indoor softball, baseball, soccer, and basketball training. Some services include facility rentals, lessons, and camps. Here at the Athlete Factory, we pride ourselves on teaching skills to better players and teams. So if this sounds like a good opportunity to parents or coaches, you can find us at our Facebook page, The Athlete Factory Nebraska, or schedule an appointment on the website, which will lead you straight to scheduling today.
Is it a good time to sell your house? Is it a good time to buy a house? Realtor Carrie Wilcox with Nebraska Realty knows the answer. Give her a call at 402-212-2271 today to get all these questions answered.
Smart Freight Funding is the #1 factoring company for the bulk trucking industry. But we're not just bulk. We factor all trailer types and any freight with over 50 years of driving, dispatching, contracting, and accounting experience in the trucking industry. Let someone who's been in your shoes handle your finances. Learn why clients use Smart Freight Funding and get started today at smartfreightfunding.com.
The players, parents, family members, and especially all of our fans want to give a huge thank you to the Valley American Legion Post number 58 for a special summer baseball season. The Valley, Nebraska American Legion Post number 58 is open to all veterans in the area who have served. Thank you for serving. Thank you for supporting us this entire summer, and go Wingnuts.
At Valley Construction, our team of dedicated professionals is driven by a singular purpose, bringing your unique vision to life through our unrivaled design, build, remodel, and renovation services. With a wealth of industry experience, we have cultivated an impeccable reputation for our extraordinary artisanship, meticulous attention to detail, and unwavering commitment to exceeding customer expectations. Reach out to Valley Construction today to embark on a remodeling journey where your vision is cherished and exceptional results are guaranteed. ValleyNEconstruction@gmail.com.
Gregorich Plumbing is a proud sponsor of Waterloo Valley Post 58 Legion Baseball. Give them a call at 402-359-9117 for all of your installations.
Leading off for Central City, the left fielder, number 23, Quinn Jensen.
And ladies and gentlemen, welcome to game number 2 of the 2024 Nebraska American Legion Class B Junior State Tournament in Valley, Nebraska. Austin McNorton, Matt Richmond back here with you on BSDN Live as it is Brester Construction, Lincoln Christian taking on Central City here in game number 2. And on paper, this might be the best game of the day. It'll be tough to top game number 1, where Crete defeated Minden in a defensive battle 3-2 with a tying run being left on third in the top of the 7th. But on paper, these might be the 2 best teams in the state right here in their first meeting. Central City comes into the contest with a 25-0 record, whereas Lincoln Christian comes into the contest with a 13-5 record. However, they are coming in with an 11-game winning streak, so they are red hot, just like Central City is red hot. So Central City comes in as the visiting team, flipping a coin last night. That's how all these away-home teams got decided. So Central City lost the coin toss. They're the visiting team, so they bat first. They're 1, 2, 3 hitters in the green jerseys, white numbers, gold trim, white pants. They'll be batting first. It's the left fielder, Quinn Jensen, standing in the right-hand box against lefty pitcher David Crow out on the mound for Lincoln Christian this afternoon. Pitch inside, popped up, in play. Crow will come off the mound, make the catch. 1 up, 1 down for Central City here in the top of the first.
Jensen pops out to the pitcher for the first out of the inning. That'll now bring up the catcher, number 7, Oliver Herman.
So a perfect day in Valley for this tournament. Cloudy, 72 degrees at first pitch. A little bit of wind, but not much. More wind than what we had this morning, but still not very much.
It looks like it died down.
Yeah, it looks like it's died down since the first pitch. It was blowing out to left field. Now not much. And so there's nobody on with one out, as it's now the catcher Oliver Herman in the right-hand batter's box. Let's take a look at the Lincoln Christian defense as we await on this next pitch from Crow. Here it is. It's fouled off the screen behind home plate. It's Witt in left, DeHaan in center, Stryker in right, DeWitt over there at third, Matan at short, Arts at second, Eppenbach at first, Crow on the mound, and Centers in the catcher's gear behind home plate for Lincoln Christian. This is roped into the gap in right center field. That's deep and off the bottom of the fence. Oliver Herman, he's held to just a single, but it's a one-out base hit for Central City.
Herman with a base hit to right center. That'll now bring up the pitcher, number 33, Connor Erickson.
So here's the pitcher now for Central City, one on with one out. Here in the top of the first, Connor Erickson. He'll be throwing another lefty, so we might have two southpaws out on the mound for both teams today. Erickson stands in. Lincoln Christian, 11-game winning streak. Central City hasn't lost. Hard hit ball through the right side, past the diving glove of the first baseman Eppenbach. Back-to-back Central City hits, and there's two on with one out.
Erickson with a line drive single to right field. That'll now bring up the third baseman, number 4, Colbin Peters.
Well, Matt, it looks like Central City has come out pretty aggressive with their bats here early on.
Yeah, they are definitely swinging. They're not afraid, that's for sure. Well, being 25-0, I wouldn't be afraid of anybody either, I guess.
So it brings up the third baseman, Colbin Peters, into the batter's box. His first pitch is hit hard over to short mid and lost it. It took a wicked hop over him. That'll bring in a run, and Central City has the lead.
Peters with a base hit to left center, scoring the runner from second. That'll now bring up the center fielder, number 6, Caden Mourner.
3 straight singles for Central City, and boy, that was just not fair from Matan over there at short. An absolutely insane hop went up over his glove, driving in Oliver Herman from second. Erickson moves up to second and now is pulled for a courtesy runner.
Courtesy running over at second, number 9, Angelo Pazzi.
Pazzi is at second. Peters is at first. For the 5th guy in the order, Caden Mourner, the center fielder today for Central City, who already lead 1-0 here in the top of the first with 3 singles in a row. And that's the other thing, Matt, is you kind of alluded to it as we wait for the first pitch here on Mourner. It's a pickoff play back to second, but each of these teams have experience. Central City has made it now back-to-back years to the state tournament, and Lincoln Christian, this is their 4th consecutive state appearance, and they won it all in just 2 years ago in 2022. So we talked about the nerves from Crete and Minden. These teams have been here, done that, and you can tell early on that Central City is ready to go. Time is called just in time by Mourner. He'll step out, and we'll do the pitch of the at-bat again. But you can tell, Matt, Central City, they're not afraid of this moment at all.
No, they're very aggressive.
Here's another first pitch, hit over to third. Play will go to second for one, over to first, not in time. They do get the force at second, but Mourner reaches on the fielder's choice, and there's 2 away.
Mourner reaches on the fielder's choice. Peters out at second for the second out of the inning. That'll now bring up the DH, number 25, Logan Bakiner.
So Peters is out at second. Pazzi will move up to third. Mourner stands at first. There's 2 outs. And the designated hitter, Logan Vakiner, steps into the right-hand batter's box. Trying to add another run here for Central City potentially with 2 outs. And David Crow just trying to go back into his dugout, trying to maintain just a 1-run deficit here in the first inning. First pitch, it's hit again, and Central City is very consistent. First pitch, they're swinging, and they've made contact every single time.
Yeah, they've been very aggressive, but also if Crow could get out of here with just one run with what's been going on, that could be a good big boost for him as well and his team.
Just to maybe settle him down. A pickoff play back to first with a little bit of a low throw, but Eppenbach is there to make the play.
That's why I don't like those. I don't like those.
Those are
Runners on third. I don't like that. I don't like the pickoff.
certainly risky for sure. Lefty waits. Pitch is a little bit high. And we'll take a look here at Mr. David Crow's numbers in the pitcher's mound. 35 innings pitched this summer. I might have that wrong. Correction, 30 innings pitched this summer. He has started 5 games, 142 batters faced, 3 wins, 2 losses. He's given up 26 hits, 18 runs, 10 of those being earned runs. He struck out 42, walked 20, hit 4 batters with a 2.283 ERA. Runner goes to second, throw is high and wide, and centers will keep it in his glove, and Mourner stands at second with 2 outs. So this would be, for Lincoln Christian anyway, this would be technically their second guy in their starters rotation. This is roped foul down the left field line and out of play. Their quote-unquote ace this summer on the mound would be Drew Matan, who ERA is at 2. He's pitched 35 innings in 160 batters faced. Here's the pitch. It's roped down the first base side and foul into the parking lot, and it skips over a blue truck and didn't make contact. For anyone. Thanks for tuning in to BSDN Live. It's game number 2. All those sponsors you see rotating there in the bottom right corner of your screen, thank them for being able to provide this broadcast. Hit right back up the middle, off the shin of Crow. This will be a tough play. Over to first. The throw's low. He got him. David Crow, nice job of staying with it. It goes off his shin, and he prevents another run with the ground out. It's 3 hits, no walks, 1 run, and 2 left on. Central City leads 1-0 when we come back.
AWS Well Company, Inc. has been providing professional, reliable, and trusted service in the water well industry for over 50 years. We take pride in being a leader in water well drilling, geothermal systems, pump sales and pump repair, agricultural irrigation system, and septic installation. Our experts can custom design and install a water system that fits your specific needs. For more details, you can contact AWS Well at 402-624-3895. AWS Well
Black
Company.
Hills Energy is a proud sponsor of Waterloo Valley Post 58 Baseball. You need an energy partner that's always looking ahead. That's why we at Black Hills Energy are always ready to support, inspire, and drive your next adventure, whatever it may be. Because supporting your day-to-day is our everyday. And we're always here, ready for what comes next. Find out more at blackhillsenergy.com. Black Hills Energy is a proud sponsor of Waterloo Valley Post 58.
The Nebraska Chiropractic Physicians Association is a professional association of chiropractic physicians whose mission is to promote and advance the chiropractic profession in the state of Nebraska. Chiropractic is natural, holistic, and patient-centered. It is a safe, drug-free, cost-effective alternative in healthcare for the whole family. Start your path to better health today. Learn more about chiropractic care and find a doctor at nebraskachiropractic.org. The Nebraska Chiropractic Physicians Association is a professional association of chiropractic.
Is it a good time to sell your house? Is it a good time to buy a house? Realtor Carrie Wilcox with Nebraska Realty knows the answer. Give her a call at 402-212-2271 today to get all of these questions answered. Is it a good time to sell your house? Is it a good time to buy a house? Welcome back to Frost Family Stadium, Chris Frank Field on BSDN Live. Austin McNorton, Matt Richmond here with you as we go to the bottom of the first. Central City leads it 1-0 over Lincoln Christian. And we'll take a look at the 1-2-3 hitters for Lincoln Christian in their road well, I don't know if road, they're the home team technically. How about this? They're blue jerseys with orange numbers and white pants, similar to Midland University colors just right up the road. Chopper hit over to third and caught by Peters on the line. I thought it hit the ground. It didn't, and there's one out.
DeHaan lines out to the third baseman for the first out of the inning. Now bring up the shortstop, number 5, Drew Matan.
And, Matt, we talked about it in the first game. That's just such a frustrating out. I mean, you hit the ball so solid, so hard, just right at somebody.
Yeah, you basically, it's just straight nails, and that's what happens, you know.
Pitch inside, a check swing for Drew Matan, and he stands in the right-hand batter's box. He's over at short in this game, and he's behind in the count 0-1. Pitcher on the mound is another lefty. So we have two southpaws throwing here in game number 2. Central City's lefty is number 33, Connor Erickson. He's out on the mound facing the 1-2-3 hitters here for Lincoln Christian. 1 ball, 1 strike, nobody on, 1 out. Pitch low, swung on and missed. And let's go ahead and look at the Central City defense and how it lines up against this Lincoln Christian offense, who's won 11 games in a row coming into this. Swung on and missed, and there's a strikeout, and there's 2 up, 2 down quickly.
Matan goes down for the second out of the inning. Now bring up the third baseman, number 23, Caleb DeWitt.
So Matan is down, and here's the third baseman, Caleb DeWitt. The defense for Central City is as follows. It's Jensen in left, Mourner in center, Brazzi is out in right, Peters at third, already made a nice play. Gonzalez is short, Zickman stands at second, Luters at first, Erickson on the mound, and Herman in the catcher's gear is behind home plate. Caleb DeWitt looks at a breaking ball on the outside part of the zone, 0-1. Here's the next pitch inside, and it missed. We'll try and get a look at Connor Erickson's numbers. If we don't, we'll just take a look at it in the next inning, as he is working quickly here today. The 1-1, breaking ball, and Herman did a good job of framing it up, but didn't fool the umpire. So Connor Erickson is the ace for Central City this summer. He has started and played in 8 games on the mound. Chopper goes right over the top of him and into center field. A 2-out base hit for Caleb DeWitt, and Lincoln Christian has their first base runner of the afternoon.
DeWitt with a base hit to center. That'll now bring up the catcher, number 20, Braxton Centers.
Erickson jumped as high as he could, but couldn't make the play. And there's 1 on with 2 outs. Erickson has faced 198 batters this summer. He is 7-0, has not lost a game. He's given up 31 hits, 20 runs, 11 of those being earned runs. He has struck out 60 batters. This ball's hit hard to second. Zickman will throw it over to first in time, and we'll look at Erickson's numbers in inning number 2. As Central City leads at 1-0 after 1. We'll be back on BSDN Live.
For Breester, there was
At Valley Construction, our team of dedicated professionals is driven by a singular purpose, bringing your unique vision to life through our unrivaled design, build, remodel, and renovation services. With a wealth of industry experience, we have cultivated an impeccable reputation for our extraordinary artisanship, meticulous attention to detail, and unwavering commitment to exceeding customer expectations. Reach out to Valley Construction today to embark on a remodeling journey where your vision is cherished and exceptional results are guaranteed. ValleyNEconstruction@gmail.com. At Valley Construction, our team of dedicated professionals is driven by a singular purpose, bringing your unique vision to life through our unrivaled design, build, remodel, and renovation services. With a wealth of industry experience, we have cultivated an impeccable reputation for our extraordinary artisanship, meticulous attention to detail, and unwavering commitment to exceeding customer expectations. Reach out to Valley Construction today to embark on a remodeling journey where your vision is cherished and exceptional results are guaranteed. ValleyNEconstruction@gmail.com. At Valley Construction,
Elkhorn Training Camp is Omaha's premier indoor sports facility for youth athletes. We offer world-class training and facilities with open practice areas, lessons, camps, and clinics. Whether it's baseball, softball, soccer, strength and conditioning training, we have the staff and facility for you. Reserve a time. Check us out at elkhorntrainingcamp.com. Elkhorn Training Camp is Omaha. Austin McNorton and Matt Richmond back here with you on BSDN Live for the 2024 Nebraska American Legion Class B Junior State Tournament right here in Valley, Nebraska. Frost Family Stadium, Chris Frank Field. We're ready for inning number 2. Central City leading it 1-0 against Brester Construction Lincoln Christian. They had 3 singles in a row scoring a run. And David Crow comes back out to work.
Coulter Looters.
It's the 7, 8, 9 hitters due up here for Central City. And that's the first baseman, Colton Looters, coming in the right-hand batter's box against lefty David Crow. First pitch is fouled right back behind us, behind the press box, 0-1.
Quit jacking your jaw and bring the zip ties down here.
That was crazy low. It was. Man, I love the radio here for the staff at Waterloo Valley, all kind of talking to each other. And Matt, of course, has one of those. This is absolutely crushed. Deep left field, and it is off the bottom of the wall. A deep field here in Valley. It's a stand-up leadoff double for Colton Looters. Central City base hit number 4, and they're in business early.
Looters with a stand-up double. That'll now bring up the second baseman. Number 1, Parker Zickman.
For everyone tuning in on YouTube, let's go ahead and I'll give you the dimensions here of this field so you understand how deep it is. That's 330 out there in left field. What is it out in center, Matt?
380 dead center.
380 dead center. So a big park here in Valley. And
then 330 down right as well.
And 330 in right, 330 in left, and 380 in center. So he hit that about probably 338 feet, I'd say. Just short of being a home run over the left field wall.
It actually hit the bottom of the wall.
Bottom of the fence. Yep, that's how close he was. It's a stand-up double, though, and a runner in scoring position for batter number 8 in the lineup, and second baseman Parker Zickman. Time is called by Parker. And let's go ahead and look at his batting numbers this summer. Parker Zickman, he has 51 at-bats, a .275 average, and a .409 on-base percentage. So doing a really good job. There's a bunt, and it's foul. He has 14 hits, 11 of those being singles, 3 doubles, 11 RBIs, 15 runs scored, and 7 walks for Zickman this summer. An opportunity here in the state tournament to double his team's lead with nobody out and a runner in scoring position. It's an 0-2 count against him. And this one is fouled behind us and out of play. Back towards my car, unfortunately. It's all right. I mean, goodness. If that car gets hit, it's actually not the end of the world for me. A great day, and boy, both teams traveled well. Of course, everyone here in Valley, pitch went behind him and somehow didn't make contact. I think Parker was surprised he didn't make contact too. But like I was saying, of course, everyone here in Valley knows how great this Central City crowd is, as they played DC West in the spring season twice. And those were some fun games, and Central City's crowd was definitely into it, both games. And boy, they are really well represented here in the bright green and yellow today. DC West crowd, of course, that was their state tournament debut. Blooper, shallow right, diving, can't make the play as Stryker. Holding at third, it's a blooper single for Parker Zickman and a great at-bat. And Central City once again has runners at the corners with nobody out.
Zickman with a base hit to right. That'll now bring up the shortstop, number 3, Martin Gonzalez.
The 5th hit of the afternoon for Central City. They have runners at the corners with nobody out. And David Crow trying to get out of it, facing batter number 9 now, Martin Gonzalez, the shortstop for Central City.
And that's so frustrating as a pitcher when you make a good pitch.
Right.
And the guy barely makes contact, and then he gets a base hit off of it just because of just dumb location.
Right. I mean, you think back to Grant DeHaan's at-bat for Lincoln Christian. Perfect contact, absolutely smoked it right to somebody.
Right.
And in that case, Parker Zickman barely makes contact and puts it in the one place where Stryker, Arts, and Eppenbach all couldn't get to. All 3 of them were right there and couldn't get to it.
That's what we like to call the Bermuda Triangle.
Yeah, that's definitely the best way to describe that for sure.
It's it's a place where 3 men cannot get to it.
So lots of green in attendance. Lincoln Christian, they travel pretty decent here as well. I mean, this is just a great venue and a lot of fans in attendance here for this one for sure. So Martin Gonzalez stands in an RBI opportunity. Pickoff play back to first is not in time. It's an 0-1 count against Gonzalez. But David Crow, like we said, he's been pretty good this summer for Lincoln Christian. Just a 2.28 ERA. Giving up only 10 earned runs all year. This is skied in foul territory to the first base side, and it won't get caught. And honestly, probably best for Lincoln Christian. I think Eppenbach kind of slowed up saying, you know what, I don't think I want to catch this anyway. Even if he does, that means Colton Luters tags from third and scores.
Oh, easily.
So even if that was closer and a play Eppenbach maybe could have made, he probably wouldn't have.
Right, yeah, that would have been easy and out.
Yep. Gonzalez is ready now with an 0-2 count against him. Crow would love a strikeout here. Ooh, just making contact was Gonzalez. Somehow, some way, he was able to get a piece of that one. And I think Crow is saying, how? Because that was the exact pitch and exact location where he wanted it. Gonzalez wants a little bit more time and now steps back in ready to go. And we'll take a look at Martin's batting numbers this summer for Central City. Here after the 0-2 pitch. It's popped up in foul territory again, and it will go out of play into the Central City crowd down the right field line. Martin Gonzalez, his numbers this season, he has 59 at-bats, a 373 average, so a pretty good average for the batter number 9, and a 452 on-base percentage. He has 22 hits, 15 singles, 6 doubles, and 1 triple, 21 RBIs, 21 runs, and 8 walks. So what an incredible batter number 9, if that tells you how deep this Central City lineup is. When batter number 9 has a 373 average and 21 RBIs, it's a pretty good sign.
Well, it just shows you why they're 25-0.
Yeah, absolutely. Swung on and missed, and what a huge strikeout for David Crow. His first of the afternoon couldn't have come at a better time. And there's one away.
Gonzalez goes down for the
team in green.
That'll now brings back to the top of the order with the left fielder, number 23, Quinn Jensen.
The card flips over for Central City, and Quinn Jensen steps up now. Runners at the corners with 1 out. He's 0 for 1 as he popped up to David Crow on the mound his first time up. A part of that 3-hit, 1-run inning in the first for Central City. He was batter number 1 of the ball game, and he just had a routine pop-up before his teammates had 3 hits in a row. Quinn's numbers this season, he's played in 20 games, 60 at-bats, with a 383 average, and listen to this, a 526 on-base percentage, which you would normally say that's probably best on the team. No, there's, believe it or not, he has some teammates of his that get on base more than half of the time. So continuing, he has 23 hits, 21 singles, 2 doubles, 12 RBIs, 18 runs, and 18 walks. This is off the end of the bat, fouled off behind us in the press box. And it's 1 ball, 1 strike, 2 on, and 1 out here in the top of the second for Central City, leading 1-0 already.
There's been some Jensens that have gone through Central City, some really good ball players. I think he's one of the younger brothers of the ones that have gone through there before.
Pitch is high and outside, and
a couple of them have been D1 players.
Okay. Zickman stands over at first. Luder stands at third. Parker hasn't gotten really much of a lead at all over there at first, and that's largely because David Crow, the lefty, gets a look at him the whole time while he sets and fires, just like right now. There's the pitch. Inside, it missed. And a good hitter's count a good hitter's count now for the leadoff man. 3-1 for Quinn Jensen. A cloudy day, but a perfect weather day. It's not hot for July 20th. Here's the 3-1 count. It's high, ball 4, and the bases are loaded.
Jensen draws the walk to load the bases. That'll now bring up the catcher, number 7, Oliver Herman.
Colton Luters at third. Parker Zigmund at second. Quinn Jensen at first with the walk. Bases are loaded for Oliver Herman, who's 1 for 1 already and represents the 1-0 lead for Central City as he scored on the base hit from Colbin Peters. First pitch popped up into deep center field. DeHaan under it, makes the catch. Tagging from third, the throw will go to third. It's a sacrifice fly for Oliver Herman, and Central City doubles their lead. It's 2-0.
Herman with a sac fly to center field for the second out of the inning. That'll now bring up the pitcher, number 33, Connor Erickson.
It was a good throw from the outfield as well as DeHaan threw it to third, which held Parker Zigmund at second and Quinn Jensen at first. So runners at first and second for Central City with 2 outs and a run across as Colton Luters scored from third. This first pitch is popped up in foul territory to the third base side. Coming over and just running out of room is DeWitt, the third baseman for Lincoln Christian, and it just goes down as a long strike. But Oliver Herman, Matt, doing exactly what he needed to do in that situation of sending it to straightaway center field.
Yeah, he got a run in, and that's huge. But, I mean, here's another thing. Bases loaded, and if they get out of here, if Brester can get out of here with just 1 run again, I mean, that's another big thing for him.
Absolutely. 2 on, 2 outs. Time is called. Central City's done that a couple of times where they've called time at the last second, and it's been granted.
Third time now.
Yeah. Just trying to throw off the rhythm a little bit, perhaps, of David Crow. Here's the pitch. It's outside. 1 ball, 1 strike.
Yeah, Erickson last at bat just saw 1 pitch and just smoked one right down in the 3-4 hole, right past the diving first baseman.
And let me talk about Connor Erickson a little bit more. This kid, I mean, we're going to see him on the mound today. But in the batter's box, as this ball skips away from centers, Jensen will move up to second. Zickman will move over to third. Still 2 outs for Central City, but now 2 runners in scoring position. For a guy you'd want to have 2 runners in scoring position, Connor Erickson has 71 at-bats, a .592 average, which leads the team, a .655 on-base percentage, incredible. He has 42 hits, which leads the team by a wide margin, 23 of those being singles, 13 doubles, 6 triples. He leads the team with 39 RBIs. He skies this one into center field. DeHaan makes the catch, and that's a big out for Lincoln Christian against Connor Erickson. But Central City, once again, it's 2 hits, 1 walk, 1 run, and 2 left on. They lead 2-0 going to the bottom of the second on BSDN Live. Service and repair needs when it comes to plumbing, Gregorich is the experts. Once again, give them a call at 402-359-9117. Gregorich Plumbing, proud sponsors of Waterloo Valley Post 58 Baseball. Gregorich Plumbing is a proud sponsor of
Smart Freight Funding is the #1 factoring company for the bulk trucking industry. But we're not just bulk. We factor all trailer types and any freight with over 50 years of driving, dispatching, contracting, and accounting experience in the trucking industry. Let someone who's been in your shoes handle your finances. Learn why clients use Smart Freight Funding and get started today at smartfreightfunding.com.
At the Athlete Factory, you can be the best player you can be, all while practicing indoors. Then in Waterloo, Nebraska, the Athlete Factory specializes in indoor softball, baseball, soccer, and basketball training. Some services include facility rentals, lessons, and camps. Here at the Athlete Factory, we pride ourselves on teaching skills to better players and teams. So if this sounds like a good opportunity to parents or coaches, you can find us at our Facebook page, The Athlete Factory Nebraska, or schedule an appointment on the website, which will lead you straight to scheduling today. At the Athlete Factory, you can be the best player you can be, all while practicing indoors.
Legion Baseball. Stop by Village Point at 168th and West Dodge Road for all of your sporting goods and apparel needs. Shields is a
Leading off for Brester in the bottom of the second inning. The second baseman, number 6, Sam Arts.
Thanks for tuning in to BSDN Live. Austin McNorton, Matt Richmond here with you from Frost Family Stadium. Chris Frank Field. It's the Class B Junior State Baseball Tournament for Nebraska American Legion. It's Central City 2, Lincoln Christian 0. Here in the bottom of the second, and due up for Brester Construction is the 5, 6, 7 hitters. And that'll bring up the second baseman, Sam Arts, into the right-hand batter's box against lefty Connor Erickson, who was the final out of the top half of the inning where Central City added to their lead. It's now 2-0 in favor of the team in green as they had 2 hits, a walk, and a run scored in that top of the second inning. Lincoln Christian had 1 hit in the first inning and left him stranded as Sam Arts steps up. But yes, we were talking a little bit about Connor Erickson batting. Let's go ahead and look at his pitching numbers again. He has started and played in 8 games this summer. He has a 7-0 record in 198 batters faced. He's given up 32 hits, 20 runs, 11 of those being earned runs, 18 walks, 60 strikeouts. He has hit 8 batters and has a 1.75 ERA. So this is the ace for Central City Centura, their Legion squad. And
No, just Central City, not Central
yeah,
City.
just yes, that's the Central City. I knew it when I said it. That's their
Spring team.
Yep, their high school team, who we got to say a lot here on BSDN Live when they took on DC West in the state tournament.
Twice.
Twice. It's a 3-2 count now for Sam Arts, who's worked this count full. And here's the pitch. He got under it, and it's back to us. Didn't hit the roof, so just missed us. But will you do the full count pitch again? Thanks to all of our sponsors for making this broadcast possible, and for everyone tuning in to this broadcast on BSDN Live. Go ahead and comment in that live chat. Where are you watching from? Who do you want to shout out? Strike 3 called. What a perfectly located pitch. Strikeout number 2 for Connor Erickson, and there's 1 up, 1 down.
Arts goes down for the first out of the inning.
Wow.
Bring up the left fielder, number 7, Matthew Witt.
Well, I'll tell you, Matt, you said it. We have a great view from up here in the press box, and that breaking pitch was disgusting.
Nasty. We call that the Janet Jackson.
Man.
That's nasty. That was just straight nasty.
That was awesome from our vantage point up here. Here's the left fielder, Matthew Witt, now for Lincoln Christian. His first pitch, that breaking ball just missed, 1-0. Nobody on and 1 out. But like we were saying, we'll give lots of shout-outs to everyone who's tuning in on BSDN Live. Comment in that live chat where you're viewing from, who you're rooting for, any players you want to shout out, some of those things. We'll be sure to mention that in our broadcast here between Lincoln Christian and Central City. This was the best game on paper. Central City 25-0. Lincoln Christian 13-5, but they won 11 games in a row. There's a strike, and the count moves to 1-2 with 1 out and nobody on. And we'll kind of look at how each of these 2 teams got here area-wise. Chopper goes over the top of Erickson again, going to first. He got him. What an incredible throw from Zickman, the second baseman, coming to back his pitcher up, and there's 2 outs. Well, that was special.
Witt grounds out to the second baseman for the second out of the inning. That'll now bring up the DH, number 10, Jackson Wolby.
Matt, you said it. Nice play right when it happened. Talk about kind of the execution on a play like that from Zickman, because you don't know if Erickson's going to make contact, and he's right there. Perfect spot.
Well, first of all, as a pitcher, you should, if it's something like that, don't try go jump up and get it, just in case you knock it. Then
Right.
Give your infielder, middle infielders a chance. Second, Zygmunt had to come up and get the ball and position his body just in time, just in the right angle to get some kind of velocity on the throw to first, because the runner was running. I mean, he it wasn't like he was just standing there. He was definitely hauling. So I think the velocity that he was able to put on that ball, that shows what kind of arm strength you have as a second baseman, and it was a great play.
Now here's the designated hitter for Brester Construction. That's Jackson Wobig in the lefty box. So lefty on lefty here. He's the designated hitter for the team in blue and orange. And this is hit really hard right to second, though. Zygmunt again makes a perfect throw in time, and that ends the inning. No hits, walks, runs, or anybody left on. Central City leads 2-0 going to the third on BSDN Live. Players, parents, family members, and especially all of our fans want to give a huge thank you to the Valley American Legion Post number 58 for a special summer baseball season. The Valley, Nebraska American Legion Post number 58 is open to all veterans in the area who have served. Thank you for serving, thank you for supporting us this entire summer, and go Wingnuts. The players, parents, family members, and especially all of our fans want to give a huge thank you to the Valley American Legion Post number 58 for a special summer baseball season. The Valley, Nebraska American Legion Post number 58 is open to all veterans in the area who have served. Thank you for serving, thank you for supporting us this entire summer, and go Wingnuts. The players, parents, family members, and Lightning Exteriors is a proud sponsor of Waterloo Valley Post 58 Baseball. At Lightning Exteriors, we offer a comprehensive range of exterior services to cater to your specific needs. Whether it's roofing, siding, gutters, or other exterior enhancements, our team has the expertise and experience to deliver exceptional results. We understand the unique challenges of our regions and ensure that our solutions are tailored to withstand the local climate conditions. To learn more, head over to lightning-exteriors.com. Lightning Exteriors is a proud sponsor of Water Companies as one of the largest Freightliner/Western Star truck dealerships in the U.S. with locations in 18 cities across the Midwest.
Leading off for Central City in the top of the third inning, the third baseman, number 4, Colvin Peters.
Thanks, everyone, for tuning in to BSDN Live here on this Saturday afternoon. Austin McNorton and Matt Richmond here with you for game number 2 of 4 today here in Valley for the 2024 Nebraska American Legion Class B Junior State Tournament from Frost Family Stadium, Chris Frank Field. We start the third inning with Central City leading Lincoln Christian 2-0. It's the 4, 5, 6 hitters due up here for Central City, and that brings the third baseman Colvin Peters into the batter's box. He's 1 for 1 this afternoon with a single, and then he was forced out at second on Caden Mourner's fielder's choice grounder.
Crushed foul.
Boy, that got over the fence quickly, but it goes foul down the third base side. Just a lone strike.
That's right.
Great crowd, great weather here today. And this might be the best game on paper coming in. And let's go ahead and look at how Central City got here to this state tournament. They went in as the number 1 seed in their area, a 6-team area. They defeated Pierce in game number 1. They then defeated Shelton Gibbon in game number 2. They defeated Bank of the Valley in the semifinal round. And then in the championship game, they defeated O'Neill Pinnacle Bank Post. So they won all the way. I mean, this team's undefeated, so you probably could have guessed that. But I wanted to list off the teams that they beat in order to get there. This is off the end of the bat. It will stay in play into shallow right. Stryker comes in, makes the catch, and there's one away to start the third.
Peters flies out to the right fielder for the first out of the inning. Now I'll bring up the center fielder, number 6, Caden Mourner.
Thanks to everyone for tuning in. And for everyone else tuning in on BSDN Live, the other broadcast that was going on at this time was Blair's Legion. They defeated Holdridge 12-0. after 3 innings. And they'll be going off in doubleheader right there on BSDN Live 2 in just a moment. But Caden Warner steps up now for the team in green. He's 0 for 1 as he reached on a fielder's choice and was left stranded at second in the top of the first. Swan made contact, and it was nicely held on by centers. 1 ball and 1 strike with 1 out and nobody on. After giving up so many different base runners and a couple runs from David Crow, how does he kind of just continue to settle into this game, Matt, after seeing so many batters already?
Throw strikes. I mean, here's the thing: is like he's given up 5 hits, 2 runs. He's gotten himself out of some big jams. He needs to start mixing up his pitches better, in my opinion. There's a couple of, you've heard me a couple of times kind of go, just this last batter, Peters hits a shot down to the left field line. Well, that's telling me he's on his fastball. So come with something away with an off-speed pitch, but he came right back with a fastball, and he missed it.
There's a strikeout he's looking for, his second of the afternoon, and there's 2 up, 2 down for Central City. That's the first time they've had nobody on with 2 outs all afternoon.
That'll now bring up the DH, number 25, Logan Vakiner.
So right on cue, Matt, David Crow seems to kind of settle in. This is the first time all afternoon that Central City has had nobody on with 2 outs. And it's their DH, Logan Vakiner. He's 0 for 1 with a ground out to the pitcher that ended the top of the first inning.
Yeah, and here's another thing, though, too. It's like there's some guys that just take a little longer to get warmed up, per se, than others. When in my playing days many years ago, I was coached by Mike Evans, and he was one of the things he always taught us as pitchers that you throw in the bullpen 40 to 50 pitches before a game. He wants you sweating, because that way he knows that you're ready to go. You know.
Pitch is just a little bit outside, and it's 3 balls and no strikes now to the DH. After getting 2 outs, he's now in danger of a walk and a 2-out base runner for Central City. Just looking to keep the inning alive and potentially score for the 3rd straight inning. Vakiner started walking over to first, but that breaking ball, I believe, it did go over the plate at the last second.
That was a strike.
Yep. He tried selling it by jumping out of the way, but it did catch the plate. Here's the 3-1. That's off the end of the bat. Over to second. Arts is there. Over to first in time. And that ends the side. No hits, walks, runs, or anybody left on. Central City leads 2-0 to the bottom of the 3rd we go on BSDN Live. In business since 1975, our product line features Freightliner, Western Star, Thomas Built buses, and Ottawa trucks. TCC also provides parts and service, full maintenance, fleet management, leasing and rental, and even has on-site body shops at several locations to help get you back on the road and keep you there. Visit truckcentercompanies.com for more information. Truck Center
providing professional, reliable, and trusted service in the water well industry for over 50 years. We take pride in being a leader in water well drilling, geothermal systems, pump sales and pump repair, agricultural irrigation system, and septic installation. Our experts can custom design and install a water system that fits your specific needs. For more details, you can contact AWS Well at 402-624-3895. AWS Well Company, Inc. has been providing professional, reliable, and trusted service in the water well industry for over 50 years. We take pride in being a leader in water well drilling, geothermal systems, pump sales and pump repair, agricultural irrigation system, and septic installation. Our experts can custom design and install a water system that fits your specific needs. For more details, you can contact AWS Well at 402-624.
Bottom of the 3rd inning for Brester Construction. Number 11, the right fielder, Cade Stryker.
Austin McNorton, Matt Richmond back here with you on BSDN Live from Frost Family Stadium. Chris Frank Field in Valley, Nebraska. The bottom of the 3rd. Central City leads 2-0 in game number 2 of 4 today from the Nebraska American Legion Junior State Tournament in Class B. It's the 8-9-1 hitters due up here for Lincoln Christian. And a pitch low in the dirt to the right fielder, Cade Stryker. against lefty Connor Erickson back out on the mound. 1 ball and 1 strike. This is a slow roller foul down the first base side. How did Lincoln Christian get here?
They drove, probably.
Well,
Ba-dum-bum.
yeah, well done.
Dad joke of the day.
Well done. There might be several more, folks, if you want to stay tuned for the games that are continuing on this evening.
Oh.
They defeated Auburn in game number 1 and went on to take on Beatrice. This is hit right back to Erickson. He'll throw it over to first in time, and there's 1 away to start out the bottom of the 3rd for Lincoln Christian.
Striker grounds out to the pitcher for the first out of the inning. That'll now bring up the first baseman, number 4, Maddox Eppenbach.
So, yes, in game number 1 of their area, they won their first game 16-1 as their leadoff man who will bat in this inning, Grant DeHaan. He hit for the cycle, and he also threw 44 pitches in the game and a win as they defeated Auburn 16-1. They then went on to win game number 2 against Beatrice 9-3 as Caleb DeWitt was on the mound in that game. And then in the championship, as this is hit hard over to short, Gonzalez is there. Long throw to first is in time, and there's 2 away quickly for Lincoln Christian here in the bottom of the 3rd.
Eppenbach grounds out to the shortstop for the second out of the inning. That'll bring us back to the top of the order with the center fielder, number 8, Grant DeHaan.
So Grant DeHaan back up. He's 0 for 1. This is just the second time through the order for Lincoln Christian now. That tells you how great Connor Erickson has been this afternoon. But going back to what Lincoln Christian did to get here, they defeated Beatrice 9-3. Caleb DeWitt was on the mound in that game. And then in the championship game, they faced the other Lincoln team in their area. They lost game number 1 of the championship 7-6. And then they came back to win the game number 2 of the championship series 3-1 to make it here to Valley for the 4th straight year in a row after winning the state championship in 2022. So that's how both teams got here, winning their areas. 1 ball, 1 strike, hard hit ball into the gap in left center field. It'll be cut off by Mourner. Rounding first, though, going into second, sliding. It's a 2-out double for the leadoff man, Grant DeHaan.
DeHaan with a 2-out double. That'll now bring up the shortstop, number 5, Drew Matan.
So a nice job by Grant DeHaan. He was running really hard as it was cut off nicely by the center fielder Mourner for Central City, but DeHaan showing off his speed, rounded first without hesitation. He now stands at second with 2 outs for the shortstop Drew Matan, who's 0 for 1 this afternoon with a strikeout in the first inning.
The center fielder, who is Mourner, I think was a little laid back on his trot to get that cut off.
Yeah, I agree. I don't think he was. Oh, and now the ball gets away from Herman. Throw to third is not made. And so Grant DeHaan now stands just 1 base away from cutting this lead in half with 2 outs. But yeah, Matt, going back to what you were saying, I don't think Mourner expected Grant to stretch that into a double.
Right, and I think DeHaan saw that and then took advantage of the not real lackadaisical, but just the assumption of it's just a base hit. I'm just going to make the play like it's a base hit.
Right. Well, now he stands at third in a big spot here for Matan, who looks at an incredible breaking ball right down the chute.
I mean, what do you do with that? I mean, you're 2-1 and you get that kind of a bender.
Right. I mean,
you're not expecting it.
Not at all. That was beautiful. Here's the pitch. It's low, just missing. Matan's numbers this season, he is a 377 average with 69 at-bats. He has a 488 on base percentage. This pitch is inside, and that is ball 4. And he draws his 16th walk of the summer.
Matan draws the walk. That'll now bring up the third baseman, number 23, Caleb DeWitt.
So now Lincoln Christian trying to make something happen as the tying run stands at first with 2 outs. But going back to Matan, he had 26 hits, 19 of those being singles, 3 doubles, 4 triples, 25 RBIs, and now 16 walks. And that brings up Caleb DeWitt. He calls time. Actually, it was the catcher who called time.
I believe he's bleeding somewhere.
Okay, he will go into the dugout for a moment and get addressed, as that's Herman. But let's take a look. That gives us an opportunity to look at Caleb DeWitt's numbers on the summer. As from head coach Cooper Cologne, he is quoted as being one of the key leaders of this junior squad, who lead by actions and not words. That's a quote from Cooper Cologne, the manager for this Lincoln Christian squad. But looking at Caleb DeWitt, he has appeared in 18 games this summer, 43 at-bats. He has a .395 average, a .567 on-base percentage, which leads the team. He has 17 hits, 12 of those being singles, 4 doubles, 1 triple. He has 13 RBIs, 15 runs scored, and 10 walks. So, a huge spot for him here, and a huge spot here for Lincoln Christian. And Matt, with 2 outs, what's kind of the approach for Caleb DeWitt in this spot? Oh, shoot, my bad. I know Matt is an unbelievable multitasker in a tournament like this. He's running the pitch counts for both the coaches in the dugouts who are radioing him on what those numbers are. He's making all the announcements for all the fans in terms of getting snow cones, concession stands, all the other things. He's running the PA, and then he's helping me in the broadcast booth. A lot of fun. We're waiting on the catcher for Central City, Oliver Herman, who now jogs back behind home plate. Seems to be all right.
All right, here we go. Now we're back.
Yeah,
Okay.
now we're back.
What was your question?
What's the approach here for Caleb DeWitt with 2 outs and the tying run being at first?
Square it up. Just hit something hard somewhere. Get a good pitch. That's the main thing. Get a good pitch to hit.
Here's the first pitch. It's inside, and he takes it 1-0. DeWitt is 1 for 1 already for Lincoln Christian, as he singled back in the first inning with 2 outs and was left stranded there. One of the 2 hits today for Lincoln Christian. Both of them came with 2 outs, as DeHaan had the 1-out double, or the 2-out double here in this inning. He had the 1-out, or the 2-out single in the first inning. 1 ball, 1 strike, 2 on, 2 outs here in the bottom of the third. Lincoln Christian trailing 2-0, but the tying run is on base. Here's the pitch. It's low and away, 2-1.
Yeah, this is a good matchup right here. This is number 1 versus number 1. I think that the best hitter for Brewster, and also the number 1 pitcher, obviously, for Central City.
Just missed the timing on that one. He fouled it off of Herman, the catcher. And the count is now even. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, 2 on. Brewster trying to tie this ball game up here in the bottom of the third. Central City looking to maybe create a little bit of momentum going into the 4th inning. Here's the pitch. It's low.
Good block.
Really good block by Herman behind the plate. He lost it, but it didn't go far away from him. That was a really big play. It's the little things like that sometimes you don't think about how big they are. Until you get an out and you're like, man, that could have been a run right there.
Yeah, that's huge.
Now DeWitt has worked the count back full. It was a 2-out double, a 2-out walk. That's why runners are at the corners here for Brewster. And their third guy in the lineup and third baseman, big righty Caleb DeWitt, off the end of the bat, fouled into the parking lot down the right field line.
This is also a key moment here for both teams, but also the runner on first. So as a left-handed pitcher here, you have to be conscious on making sure where he's going with the pitch, because you don't want to get picked off in this situation.
Right. Here's the full count. Hit up the
he hit
middle.
hard.
Over to Gonzalez. He lost it. Throws it to first. It is in time. Boy, Martin Gonzalez made that a little bit closer than I think Central City wanted it, but they leave 2 stranded, leading 2-0 going to the 4th when we come back.
Whose mission is to promote and advance the chiropractic profession in the state of Nebraska. Chiropractic is natural, holistic, and patient-centered. It is a safe, drug-free, cost-effective alternative in healthcare for the whole family. Start your path to better health today. Learn more about chiropractic care and find a doctor at nebraskachiropractic.org. The Nebraska
Realtor Carrie Wilcox with Nebraska Realty knows the answer. Give her a call at 402-212-2271 today to get all these questions answered. Is it a good time to sell your house?
Dedicated Professionals is driven by a singular purpose, bringing your unique vision to life through our unrivaled design, build, remodel, and renovation services. With a wealth of industry experience, we have cultivated an impeccable reputation for our extraordinary artisanship, meticulous attention to detail, and unwavering commitment to exceeding customer expectations. Reach out to Valley Construction today to embark on a remodeling journey where your vision is cherished and exceptional results are guaranteed. ValleyNEConstruction@gmail.com.
Indoor sports facility for youth athletes. We offer world-class training and facilities with open practice areas, lessons, camps, and clinics. Whether it's baseball, softball, soccer, strength and conditioning training, we have the staff and facility for you. Reserve a time. Check us out at elkhorntrainingcamp.com. Elkhorn Training Camp is Omaha's premier indoor sports facility for youth athletes. We offer world-class training and facilities with open practice areas, lessons, camps, and clinics. Whether it's baseball, softball, soccer, strength and conditioning training, we have the staff and facility for you.
Now for Central City in the top of the fourth inning. The first baseman, number 12, Coulter Looters.
Welcome back to Frost Family Stadium. Chris Frank Field on BSDN Live. Austin McNorton and Matt Richmond here with you for game number 2 of 4 in day number 1 of the Nebraska American Legion Class B State Tournament. Central City leads Lincoln Christian 2-0 as we go to the 4th inning. And the team in green will bat their 7, 8, 9 guys who have, in their first at-bats, were pretty great.
Yeah, Looters hit that bomb off the bottom of the fence his first at bat.
Yep, it was a stand-up double, and he scored the second run for Central City in that second inning. So he's 1 for 1 with a run scored, and he was a leadoff in that inning too. This pitch is outside. 5 hits this afternoon for Central City, just 2 for Lincoln Christian, but it's a 3-0 count here for Looters. Does he have a green light? He already has a really hard hit ball. He did not, and he takes ball 4. A 4-pitch walk and a leadoff base runner for Central City.
Looters draws a walk. That'll now bring up the second baseman, number 1, Parker Zickman.
And Matt, what do we always say about leadoff walks?
They come and haunt you.
Always do, and now Lincoln Christian will come out to talk about it. It's a 4-pitch walk to start out the 4th inning. Looters is on for Parker Zickman, who he had that blooper into the Bermuda Triangle. And we'll be back on BSDN Live as Lincoln Christian will have a new pitcher. We'll have all the details coming up right after this. Shields is a proud supporter of Post 58 Legion Baseball. Stop by Village Point at 168th and West Dodge Road for all of your sporting goods and apparel needs.
AWS Well Company, Inc. has been providing professional, reliable, and trusted service in the water well industry for over 50 years. We take pride in being a leader in water well drilling, geothermal systems, pump sales and pump repair, agricultural irrigation system, and septic installation. Our experts can custom design and install a water system that fits your specific needs. For more details, you can contact AWS Well at 402-624-3895.
For a magical one-of-a-kind festival featuring fabulous vintage antiques and junk vendors, along with makers, food trucks, bands, homemade apple cider and donuts, and of course those Bloody Marys. Then come to Junk Stock this fall, September 27th through the 29th, and October 4th through the 6th. Head over to junkstock.com for more information about this top 10 festival in America per the USA Today. At Junkstock, we are all about peace, love, and junk. See you this fall.
The Nebraska Chiropractic Physicians Association is a professional association of chiropractic physicians whose mission is to promote and advance the chiropractic profession in the state of Nebraska. Chiropractic is natural, holistic, and patient-centered. It is a safe, drug-free, cost-effective alternative in healthcare for the whole family. Start your path to better health today. Learn more about chiropractic care and find a doctor at nebraskachiropractic.org.
Welcome back to Frost Family Stadium. Chris Frank Field on BSDN Live. Here we are on the top of the 4th. It was a leadoff walk and the final batter that David Crow faced for Lincoln Christian. It was a 4-pitch walk, and it now out on the mound is Drew Matan, the right-hander. He'll face the 8-9-1 batters of Central City, who have a runner on and nobody out here in the top of the 4th. So Matan comes from shortstop onto the mound. Grant DeHaan goes from center field to short. A wild pitch, and Colton Luders now stands at second with nobody out for Central City. So Stryker goes from right field to center, and Wolbig goes out into right field. That's the defensive alignment. So it's Witt in left, Stryker in center, Wolbig in right. DeWitt at third. This is hit hard down the left field line and foul. DeHaan at short, Arts at second, Eppenbach at first. Matan on the mound, and centers behind home plate. Runner at second, a 4-pitch walk. Colton Luders stands there. Parker Zigman in the batter's box. He is behind in the count, 1 ball and 2 strikes with nobody out. Here's the pitch. A slow roller over to third. DeWitt barehand throw is skipped in on Eppenbach. Going to third is Luders.
That's a hit.
And that'll be an infield single for Parker Zigman. The 6th hit of the afternoon for Central City.
Zigman with an infield single. That'll now bring up the shortstop, number 3, Martin Gonzalez.
I definitely agree with the official ruling on that one. It was such a slow roller. The only thing DeWitt could do was barehand it, and honestly, he almost made the play. But there's runners at the corners now for Central City with nobody out. And now the umpires are coming together right in front of the pitcher's mound, as it'll be the 9 batter for Central City, Martin Gonzalez, who is...
Break off. Now some defensive changes for Brester. Now playing short, number 8, Grant DeHaan. In center field, number 11, Cade Stryker. And now playing right field, number 10, Jackson Wolbig.
Okay. That's what they're looking for.
So
Okay.
what were they checking there?
He was checking to make sure that it didn't come off the batter's foot or leg
Okay.
before it went out.
Yep, so the umpires were getting together, making sure that Parker Zigman's slow grounder didn't make contact with his leg before rolling over to third. It was so slow, so you can understand the question from head coach Cooper Cologne for Lincoln Christian saying, boy, that was hit so slow. Did it make contact with him?
Absolutely.
It did not. There's runners at the corners, no outs, bunt shown, and a strike called on Martin Gonzalez, who's 0 for 1 this afternoon with a strikeout in the 2nd inning. So both Colton Luders and Parker Zigman have reached base both times. They are now at the corners with nobody out, just like they were in the 2nd inning. This pitch is low, as Gonzalez did not show bunt that time. 1 ball, 1 strike. In on the corner is DeWitt over there at third. You can see him in on the grass, ready for the bunt and ready to try and keep Luders over there at third. Time is called by Gonzalez. Central City has
They like
done
their
that a lot,
timeouts,
Matt.
yes.
The batters are using their timeouts, trying to not allow.
Why? Stop it. Stop it, stop it, stop it.
There's been a lot of them. It's interesting. But it's worked out well for them here this afternoon as they're trying to add on to their 2-run lead here in the top of the 4th. Good breaking pitch there. Just missed inside. Centers did a good job of trying to frame it, too. It's 2 balls and 1 strike.
I'm surprised they're not running.
Yeah, it is. Zigman is staying pretty close to the bag over there at first. And it's a 3-1 count now as that pitch was way inside.
Yeah, but I mean, you're in juniors. The odds of him throwing him out are pretty slim anyways, no matter what age group you're in. Get a good lead. You got a right-handed pitcher.
This is hit really hard, right to left. DeWitt makes the
yeah,
catch,
30.
tagging from third and standing up. It's a sacrifice fly for Martin Gonzalez. A run scores for Central City, and they lead it 3-0.
Gonzalez with a sac fly in the left field for the first out of the inning.
So a great job by the 9-man Martin Gonzalez.
That'll bring us back to the top of the order with the left fielder, number 23, Quinn Jensen.
And here's Quinn Jensen stepping up now. He is 0 for 1 with a fly out to the pitcher at the time, and Crow. That was in the first inning, and then he walked and was left stranded at second in inning number 2. So he has a runner at first with 1 away and a run across here for Central City. They lead it 3-0 in the top of the 4th. Thanks to Gonzalez with the sacrifice fly. Pitch inside, one ball, no strikes, 1 out, 1 on. This is a bunt, and it's popped up and fouled down the third base side. Quinn Jensen for Central City in the box. He ducks out of the way of that pitch. There's a bunt. It's hit up the middle. The third baseman, DeWitt, over to first in time. Boy, he kind of bobbled it a couple of times, but was still able to make the throw nicely. Advancing up to second on the play is Zygmunt, and there's 2 outs.
For the second out of the inning, that'll now bring up the catcher, number 7, Oliver Herman.
So DeWitt, the third baseman for Lincoln Christian, kind of bobbled it a couple of times on the slow roller hit his way, but still makes a nice throw over to Eppenbach at first for out number 2. Parker Zygmunt does advance up to second. This pitch is high and inside and goes behind Oliver Herman, who is quoted as one of the leaders from his head coach, Ben Nelson. Oliver Herman and Connor Erickson have been our leaders on and off the field as they do a good job of keeping the guys all together, says Coach Ben Nelson. Herman is 1 for 1 here today with a base hit and a run, and then he has an RBI sac fly in the second inning. Ooh, a big cut there. He missed it. He tried to send that one over the wall. 2 balls and 1 strike.
I don't know how much he would have done with it. It was up and in.
Right. But, boy, he swung hard enough for it.
At it. Yeah.
That was a high and inside pitch, and there's another high and inside pitch, and once again, Herman has to duck out of the way. Matan keeps trying to hit that top inside corner, but Central City has had to duck out of the way a couple of times in this inning. And there they duck out of the way again, and it's a walk, and Herman is on with 2 outs.
Herman draws a walk. That'll now bring up the pitcher, number 33, Connor Erickson.
So Connor Erickson steps in again. He is 1 for 2 with a single in the first inning, in which he was left at third, and then a fly out to center field that ended the top of the second inning. Pitch is outside, called a strike on the lefty. This is hit hard, back up the middle, past Mitten. Arts, the second baseman, throws it to first in time. What a good job by Eppenbach, going down to the splits and keeping his bag on first for out number 3. It's 1 hit, 2 walks, 1 run, and 2 left on. Central City leads 3-0 as we go to the bottom of the 4th on BSDN Live.
Erickson grounds out to the second baseman for the third out of the inning. For Central City, 1 run on 1 hit.
Woodhouse Auto Family is the home of 21 brands with over 1,100 pre-owned, certified pre-owned, and over 5,600 vehicle selection that can be found at woodhouse.com or visit one of their locations just down the road from anywhere you're at. Woodhouse has proudly been serving the customers and communities since 1975 with a goal to provide you with a buying and servicing experience that builds a trusted partnership for a lifetime. Find them at woodhouse.com. Woodhouse Auto Family is the home of 21 brands with over 1,100 pre-owned, certified pre-owned, and over 5,600 vehicle selection that can be found at woodhouse.com or visit one of their locations just down the road from anywhere you're at. Woodhouse has proudly been serving the customers and communities since 1975 with a goal to provide you with a buying and servicing experience that builds a trusted partnership for a lifetime. Find them at woodhouse.com.
Proud supporter of Post 58 Legion Baseball. Stop by Village Point at 168th and West Dodge Road for all of your sporting goods and apparel needs. Shields is a proud supporter of Post 58 Legion Baseball. Stop by Village Point at 168th and West Dodge Road for all of your sporting goods and apparel needs. Shields Valley Post 58 Legion Baseball. Give them a call at 402-359-9117 for all of your installation, service, and repair needs. When it comes to plumbing, Gregorich is the experts. Once again, give them a call at 402-359-9117. Gregorich Plumbing, proud sponsors of Waterloo Valley Post 58 Baseball. Gregorich Plumbing is a proud sponsor of Waterloo Valley Post 58 Legion Baseball. Give them a call at 402-359-9117 for all of your installation, service, and repair needs. When it comes to plumbing, Gregorich is the experts. Once again, give them a call at 402-359-9117. Gregorich Plumbing, proud sponsors of Waterloo. To the bottom of the fourth we go on BSDN Live. It's Central City 3, Lincoln Christian Brester Construction 0. Austin McNorton, Matt Richmond here with you. As Lincoln Christian trying to crawl their way back into this game, but that's a lot easier said than done against the lefty Connor Erickson, who's given up just 2 hits, 1 walk, and those 3 base runners have all been left stranded, as he has also struck out 2 batters today. This is still just his second time through the order, as it's the 4, 5, 6 hitters now due up for Lincoln Christian, and that brings up the catcher Braxton Centers on a pitch way inside. He swings on it and misses, and there's a leadoff strikeout. Well, that pitch really had him fooled that time.
Centers goes down for the first out of the inning. That'll now bring up the second baseman, number 6, Sam Arts.
Thanks, everyone, for tuning in on BSDN Live. Thanks to all of our sponsors for making it happen. We really appreciate all of them. For everyone tuning in, give us shout-outs in that live chat. As Alyssa Ray says, Go Central City, hashtag Martin G with a green heart. We'll give lots of shout-outs for everyone. Where are you watching from? Who you rooting for? Team in green, team in blue. Ooh, look at that changeup. Had Sam Arts way out in front. And Matt, right now,
I'm going to need somebody up here.
Connor Erickson is doing a great job of mixing his pitches up and putting it exactly where he wants it.
Yeah, he is. He's doing a good job. He's got good command and everything else. So, yeah, he's all over the place. Looking good, at least.
Here's the 1-2. This is slow hit back up the middle. This will be a tough play for Zickman, but boy, does he make it look easy. Parker Zickman has been special over there at second, and there's 2 outs. He has not let anything go by him. And Sam Arts is down 0-2.
Baseman for the first out of the inning. That'll now bring up the left fielder, number 7, Matthew Witt.
There's 2 outs here for Lincoln Christian in the bottom of the 4th. And here's the left fielder, Matthew Witt. Matt is 0 for 1 with a ground out to Parker Zickman in the second inning. And there's a first pitch outside. It's called a strike. What a frame by Herman behind the plate. The 2 quoted leaders from head coach Ben Nelson of Central City, Oliver Herman and Connor Erickson, have worked really well today on the mound and home. Back to Erickson. He makes the play, lobs it over to first in time, and the inning is over. No hits, walks, runs, or anybody left on. To the 5th we go. Central City leads 3-0 on BSDN Live.
No hits, no errors, and nobody left on.
Freight Funding is the #1 factoring company for the bulk trucking industry. But we're not just bulk. We factor all trailer types and any freight with over 50 years of driving, dispatching, contracting, and accounting experience in the trucking industry. Let someone who's been in your shoes handle your finances. Learn why clients use Smart Freight Funding and get started today at smartfreightfunding.com.
Down in Waterloo, Nebraska, the Athlete Factory specializes in indoor softball, baseball, soccer, and basketball training. Some services include facility rentals, lessons, and camps. Here at the Athlete Factory, we pride ourselves on teaching skills to better players and teams. So if this sounds like a good opportunity to parents or coaches, you can find us at our Facebook page, The Athlete Factory Nebraska, or schedule an appointment on the website, which will lead you straight to scheduling today. At the Athlete Factory, you can be the best player you can be, all while practicing indoors. Then in Waterloo, Nebraska, the Athlete Factory specializes in indoor softball, baseball, soccer, and basketball training. Some services include facility rentals, lessons, and camps. Here at the Athlete Factory, we pride ourselves on teaching skills to better players and teams. So if this sounds like a good opportunity to parents or coaches, you can find us at our Facebook page, The Athlete Factory Nebraska.
Austin McNorton back here with you on BSDN Live. As we go to the fifth, Central City leads Lincoln Christian 3-0 from Frost Family Stadium and Chris Frank Field. It is the 4, 5, 6 hitters due up here for the team in green, and the third baseman Colbin Peters steps into the right-hand box. He is 1 for 2 this afternoon with a single in the first inning and a fly out to right field that led off the third inning. Central City leads it 3-0. Welcome back, Matt. And there's a strikeout to start out the fifth, and a big K there for Drew Matan against Colbin Peters.
Number 6, Caden Morner.
So 1 up, 1 down for Central City here in the fifth, and here comes the center fielder, Caden Morner. Morner is 0 for 2 with a reaching on a fielder's choice. This is hit into center field. Striker is there, makes the catch, and there's 2 outs quickly. So 2 up, 2 down quickly for Drew Matan, who has settled in. He came in relief of David Crow back in the 4th inning, and now is here to try and finish with this one out for Lincoln Christian to try and keep it just a 3-run deficit. As he now faces the designated hitter Logan Vakiner, who's 0 for 2 with a ground out to the pitcher and a ground out to second, both in the first and third inning. Swung on and missed. It's 1 ball, 1 strike, nobody on, and 2 outs. Top of the fifth. And now the umpire talks to the pitcher. 1 ball, 1 strike. Here's the pitch. Ooh, good pitch there. Just missed a little bit high, says the home plate umpire. Thanks, everyone, for tuning in to BSDN Live. And another pitch high and inside. We've seen that a lot here from Matan. That's kind of been the one he keeps trying to hit that top right corner, and he misses it a lot and forces Central City to duck out of the way a lot. There's a strike, and the count is full. Great crowd here, but for everyone tuning in, take a look at the bottom right corner of your screen. All those sponsors that you see rotating, they're the ones that are making this broadcast possible, and Vakiner's on with the 2-out walk.
Vakiner draws the 2-out walk. That'll now bring up the first baseman, number 12, Coulter Looters.
So here's Colton Looters into the batter's box for Central City. He is 1 for 1 with a stand-up double and a run scored and a leadoff walk and a run scored. So this is his first chance not being a leadoff guy.
He took a hack.
Yeah, first pitch. Yep, he took a hack and missed it. Coulter, he is 2 out of the 3 runs for Central City. He's over at first for the team in green. And this is hit pretty hard and deep to center field. Striker is over his head off the bottom of the wall. A big hit for Coulter Looters. Rounding third, coming home is Vakiner. An RBI double for Coulter Looters gives Central City a 4-run lead on hit number 7.
Looters with an RBI double. That'll now bring up the second baseman, number 1, Parker Zickman.
Boy, for batter number 7 in the lineup, Coulter Looters has been great today. That's his second double. He's reached base all 3 times. That's an RBI for the first baseman as well. And here's been the man of the afternoon, both offensively and defensively for Central City, Parker Zickman. He is 2 for 2 with 2 singles And it seems like he's made about every single defensive play for the team in green today as well.
Yeah, he's been huge for them. He really has. I mean, he got the one inning started. Now a huge, big 2-out double here. Yeah, he's been big.
For everyone tuning in on the broadcast, if things hold up, we will be talking to Parker after this one. A blooper into shallow right coming in. This is a tough play, and it's past the glove of Wolbig. And RBI again. Another base hit for Zickman. And another run for Central City.
Base hit, scoring the runner from second. That'll now bring up the shortstop, number 3, Martin Gonzalez.
So Coulter Luters scores from second on the blooper single for Parker Zickman again. His third single, another RBI for Central City, as just like that, they lead it 5-0 to batter number 9, Martin Gonzalez, who is 0 for 1 with a strikeout and has an RBI sac fly. Central City, 5 runs on 8 hits. A runner on first with 2 outs. And this inning was all 2 outs. It was a 2-out walk, a 2-out double, and now a 2-out single, plating 2 runs. So things started out so good for Drew Matan, and then the walk, and everything's thrown off. Isn't that amazing?
Yeah. I mean, he looked like he was in rhythm. He was blowing it by people, and then all of a sudden
Yep.
the walk, and it was like a different thing. And it was just like the floodgates open.
Yeah, exactly. It's just crazy how that happens.
It's that momentum.
So Gonzalez trying to keep the inning alive here for Central City. This pitch goes high and out of the glove of centers, and Zickman will once again move up to second. He's been left in scoring position every time, but he's gotten to scoring position every time. And like we said, on BSDN Live, we will interview a player after every game. And right now, if things hold up, we will definitely be talking to Parker Zickman after this one. This one goes high. That's ball 4, and Gonzalez is on for the first time this afternoon. And the inning does continue.
Gonzalez draws a walk. We have time on the field.
And that's a big walk for Lincoln Christian because now it goes to the top of the order. The bottom of the order today for Central City has been really good. And they now have 2 on with 2 outs, and the top of the order comes up. And that'll bring up Quinn Jensen. But, yeah, let's look at the 7, 8, 9 guys. Coulter Luters is 2 for 2 with 2 doubles and a walk and 3 runs scored. Parker Zickman is 3 for 3 with 3 singles, an RBI. And Martin Gonzalez is 0 for 1, but he has a sacrifice RBI and a walk. I mean, those 7, 8, 9 guys for the team in green have been great, Matt.
That's going to make you a very successful team if you can get your bottom half rolling.
They are rolling here in the state tournament.
The leadoff hitter, the left fielder, number 23, Quinn Jensen.
No doubt about that. No doubt about that. And this pitch hits him on the first pitch, and the bases are loaded on the hit batter. And we go to batter number 8 now of this inning.
Jensen hit by pitch to load the bases. Now bring up the catcher, number 7, Oliver Herman.
So Parker Zickman advances to third. Martin Gonzalez up to second. Quinn Jensen at first for the catcher, Oliver Herman, who is 1 for 1 today with a single and a run scored, a sacrifice fly and an RBI, and a walk in the 4th inning. Here he is, bases loaded. First pitch. Oh, man. He just missed a grand slam by just a half swing too early.
Wow.
I mean, that was as solid of a hit that we've heard from up here in the press box today. I mean, he just missed a grand slam. You could hear it right off the bat that that was really solid contact.
Yeah, just by the swing, I was like, that's gone. That's not coming back. But he just got out in front.
So here's the 1-1. That's hit hard, and it is a diving play by DeHaan, but he can't go anywhere with it. It's an infield single and an RBI for Oliver Herman. Central City running away. They lead 6-0.
Herman with an infield single driving in a run. That'll now bring up the pitcher, number 33, Connor Erickson.
So Parker Zickman scores from third. Martin Gonzalez moves up to third. Quinn Jensen moves up to second. Oliver Herman stands at first. Still 2 outs. Central City has done all this with 2 outs. A chopper to short. DeHaan watches it go by him. 1 run scores as it goes into center field. An E6. Connor Erickson is on. Another run for Central City as they're pulling away now 7-0.
Erickson reaches on the air. Then I'll now bring up the third baseman, number 4, Colben Peters.
That's the first error of the day for either team. As Oliver Herman moves up to second. Martin Gonzalez scores from third. Quinn Jensen advances to third. So it's Jensen at third. Is it Herman or a courtesy runner at second?
I think it's Herman.
Herman at second
Yeah, it's
and
Herman.
Erickson at first. As we now go to the guy who started out the inning with a strikeout, Colben Peters. This is all with 2 outs right now for Central City. And Lincoln Christian wants to talk it over. Central City leads it 7-0 here on the top of the 5th on BSDN Live, and we'll be right back. Shields is a proud supporter of Post 58 Legion Baseball. Stop by Village Point at 168th and West Dodge Road for all of your sporting goods and apparel needs.
AWS Well Company, Inc. has been providing professional, reliable, and trusted service in the water well industry for over 50 years. We take pride in being a leader in water well drilling, geothermal systems, pump sales and pump repair, agricultural irrigation system, and septic installation. Our experts can custom design and install a water system that fits your specific needs. For more details, you can contact AWS Well at 402-624-3895.
For a magical, one-of-a-kind festival featuring fabulous vintage antiques and junk vendors, along with makers, food trucks, bands, homemade apple cider and donuts, and of course those Bloody Marys. Then come to Junk Stock this fall, September 27th through the 29th, and October 4th through the 6th. Head over to junkstock.com for more information about this top 10 festival in America per the USA Today. At Junkstock, we are all about peace, love, and junk. See you this fall.
The Nebraska Chiropractic Physicians Association is a professional association of chiropractic physicians whose mission is to promote and advance the chiropractic profession in the state of Nebraska. Chiropractic is natural, holistic, and patient-centered. It is a safe, drug-free, cost-effective alternative in healthcare for the whole family. Start your path to better health today. Learn more about chiropractic care and find a doctor at nebraskachiropractic.org.
Black Hills Energy is a proud sponsor of Waterloo Valley Post 58 Baseball. Welcome back to Frost Family Stadium. Chris Frank Field on BSDN Live. Austin McNorton and Matt Richmond here with you in the top of the 5th.
Number 9.
Bases are still loaded here for Central City, all with 2 outs, and we have batted around as Colben Peters, who started out this inning with a strikeout, is now in. He is 1 for 3 today and a strikeout in this inning. He can redeem himself here with the bases loaded. Still 2 outs, and the new pitcher on the mound for Lincoln Christian is Sam Arts. Arts on the mound, and Drew Matam will go over to second. Here's a pitch, chopped foul and out of play.
Courtesy running over at first base, number 9, Angelo Pazzi.
Pazzi is over at first. At second is Oliver Herman, and at third is Quinn Jensen for Central City. 2 balls, 2 strikes, or 3 balls, 2 strikes, I should say. There's ball 4 and a run scored.
Peters draws the walk, scores a run. That'll now bring up the center fielder, number 6, Caden Mourner.
So Colben Peters, a walk RBI. Pazzi moves up to second. Herman moves over to third, and Quinn Jensen just scored from third for the 5th run of the inning. First pitch, fouled off into the Central City crowd and out of play. So it's batter number 11 now of this inning, all with 2 outs, I might add, all with 2 outs. Here's Caden Mourner, who's 0 for 3 today, and he flew out to center field in this inning. This is hit really hard into left center field and deep, and it is caught by Stryker to end the side. What a special inning, though. 1, 2, 3 hits, 1, 2,
Porter flies out
3
to the center field
walks,
for the third out of the inning.
5
Central
runs,
City, 5 runs on 3
and
hits,
3 left on.
3 left on. After 4.5. Central City 8. Brewster 0.
what he said. We'll be back on BSDN Live.
AWS Well Company, Inc. has been providing professional, reliable, and trusted service in the water well industry for over 50 years. We take pride in being a leader in water well drilling, geothermal systems, pump sales and pump repair, agricultural irrigation system, and septic installation. Our experts can custom design and install a water system that fits your specific needs. For more details, you can contact AWS Well at 402-624-3895. AWS Well Company, Inc. has been providing professional, reliable, and trusted service in the water well industry for over 50 years. We take pride in being a leader in water well drilling, geothermal systems, pump sales and pump repair, agricultural irrigation system, and septic installation. Our experts can custom design and install a water system that fits your specific needs. For more details, you can contact AWS Well at 402-624-3895.
You need an energy partner that's always looking ahead. That's why we at Black Hills Energy are always ready to support, inspire, and drive your next adventure, whatever it may be. Because supporting your day-to-day is our everyday. And we're always here, ready for what comes next. Find out more at blackhillsenergy.com. Black Hills Energy is a proud sponsor.
No, Jackson, he was the DH. He's just playing defense now. That's what it was. Leading off the bottom of the fifth inning for Brewster Construction. The right fielder, number 10, Jackson Wobig.
You're tuned in to the 2024 Nebraska American Legion Class B Junior State Tournament right here on BSDN Live. Austin McNorton and Matt Richmond here with you. It's the final chance for Lincoln Christian. Here in the bottom of the fifth, they trail 8-0, and the run rule, 8 runs after 5, so they need a run here to keep the game alive. As Central City scores 5 runs on 3 hits and 3 walks in inning number 5, and that was all with 2 outs. A crazy inning for Central City, and they now lead it 8-0 on 9 hits. And there's a pitch outside. It's the 7, 8, 9 batters. This is only the second time still through the order here for Lincoln Christian. Their 7, 8, 9 batters due up, who are all 0 for 1 here this afternoon. Jackson Wobig was the designated hitter. He's now out in right field defensively for Lincoln Christian. He's 0 for 1 with a ground out to guess who, Parker Zickman. This pitch is low, cold, strike 3. Wobig goes down looking. And there's 1 away. Boy, Connor Erickson has been special, and that's a tough pitch right there.
Goes down for the first out of the inning. That'll now bring up the center fielder, number 11, Cade Stryker.
Erickson has only given up 2 hits, 1 walk, so 3 base runners total. They've both been left stranded. This is just his second time through the order here in the bottom of the 5th.
And he's at 61 pitches.
He's at 61 pitches, and he's facing Cade Stryker, the now center fielder, who's 0 for 1 as he grounded out to Erickson to start out the bottom of the 3rd. Watches the pitch go inside. It's 2 balls and no strikes. Lincoln Christian needing a run to keep the game alive. How the bracket shapes up for all parents and family members tuning in. If things hold up, Central City will go on to play Crete tomorrow afternoon at 4. And Brewster Construction will go on to take on Minden tomorrow morning at 10 a.m.
Correct.
So that's how it would work out. There's a good pitch. 3 balls and a strike now.
I just want to say, though, I love Jackson Wobig. I just love the last name. Wobig. Wobig!
That's good.
You know?
It's good. Oh, a strike called. Stryker threw his bat and was running down to first. You know, does that ever help? Well, you know, when you kind of have those antics of you throw the bat, you run to first.
Absolutely not.
I was like, I don't think an umpire has liked that ever in any level of play.
Nope. You just assume it's a strike.
And there it is. There's strike 3 call. You kind of knew that was going to happen. You just, when you assume it's ball 4,
Striker goes down for the
Usually-
second out again. That'll now bring up the first baseman, number 4, Maddox Eppenbach.
So back-to-back looking strikeouts. But like I say, when you assume it's ball 4, I'd say probably 9 times out of 10, the next pitch is a called strike 3.
Right.
It seems like that's a pretty consistent thing. And
Yeah.
I mean,
Anything close.
Yep.
When you start walking off like that, anything close, you might as well just
yep,
put your head down.
it's going to be a strike probably every time.
Yep.
So Brester is down to their final out here in the bottom of the 5th, trailing 8-0. It's 1 ball and 1 strike, and it's down to the first baseman. That's a beautiful pitch, and it's down to the first baseman, Maddox Eppenbach, who's 0 for 1 with a ground out to Gonzalez, the shortstop, back in the 3rd inning.
Yeah, that's just straight Janet Jackson right there. Miss Nasty.
Off the end of the bat and foul, and Brester's down to their final strike. So again, how things will work out, I think the game has to start at 4, so the next game. So we can't move the games up at all. So the next game will start at 4 between Mount Michael and Alliance. Strike 3 called, and how about Connor Erickson to strike out
Eppenbach goes down for
the bottom of the
third
order
inning.
for Lincoln Christian to win the game. That's as good as it gets to end the game right there.
Nobody left on after 5 complete. That's the game.
So Central City
Let's give both teams a round of applause, please.
gets the win by an 8-0 victory in a run rule after 5.
Brester Construction will play tomorrow
So-
at 10 a.m. against Minden. Central City will play at 4 p.m. against Crete.
There you go.
Good luck to both teams the rest of the way around.
We'll be right back on BSDN Live for our postgame show. We'll be talking to Parker Zickman in a second. We'll give you all the stats, all the details you need right here on BSDN Live. Don't go anywhere. Shields is a proud supporter of Post 58 Legion Baseball. Stop by Village Point at 168th and West Dodge Road for all of your sporting goods and apparel needs.
AWS Well Company, Inc. has been providing professional, reliable, and trusted service in the water well industry for over 50 years. We take pride in being a leader in water well drilling, geothermal systems, pump sales and pump repair, agricultural irrigation system, and septic installation. Our experts can custom design and install a water system that fits your specific needs. For more details, you can contact AWS Well at 402-624-3895.
For a magical one-of-a-kind festival featuring fabulous vintage antiques and junk vendors, along with makers, food trucks, bands, homemade apple cider and donuts, and of course those Bloody Marys, then come to Junk Stock this fall, September 27th through the 29th, and October 4th through the 6th. Head over to junkstock.com for more information about this top 10 festival in America per the USA Today. At Junkstock, we are all about peace, love, and junk. See you this fall.
The Nebraska Chiropractic Physicians Association is a professional association of chiropractic physicians whose mission is to promote and advance the chiropractic profession in the state of Nebraska. Chiropractic is natural, holistic, and patient-centered. It is a safe, drug-free, cost-effective alternative in healthcare for the whole family. Start your path to better health today. Learn more about chiropractic care and find a doctor at nebraskachiropractic.org.
Black Hills Energy is a proud sponsor of Waterloo Valley Post 58 Baseball. Welcome back to Frost Family Stadium. Chris Frank Field, Austin McNorton here with you for our postgame show on BSDN Live as Central City now advances to 26-0 on the season with the victory in a run rule fashion over Brester Construction Lincoln Christian 8-0, scoring 5 runs in the top of the 5th, and of course, Connor Erickson striking out the side to end the ball game in the bottom of the 5th. But we are talking to second baseman and player of the game for the team in green, Parker Zickman, who went 3 for 3 today in the batter's box and was really special defensively. And Parker, I'll start first with your pitcher. Talk about how great Connor was and just what he was doing on the mound for you guys today.
Oh, yeah, he's always ready to go. I mean, spring ball, he started one game at state. I mean, he prepares like no other, works all offseason. We can always trust him to go out there and get a dub.
And defensively, it just seems like you guys do not make any mistakes. You don't let anything go by. You just talk about how much pride you guys take in that side of the game.
Yeah, we always know our bat's going to be hot, so we know defense, we're going to make the plays and just have confidence out there.
So 26-0, but offensively, you guys started out right from the get-go. 2 runs in the first 2 innings. What were you guys seeing from the plate?
He was mixing it in a little bit. He was throwing strikes, so that's what we like. We like to jump all over it.
What are some of the challenges with seeing, you saw 3 different guys today. What are some of the challenges with that, seeing 3 different guys, 3 different styles, a lefty and a righty? What are some of the challenges with that?
Just like the arm angle, velocity, but, we're all pretty good baseball players and can pick up on it pretty quick.
And then take us through that 5th inning. All of that, 5 runs, 3 hits, 3 walks, all of it was with 2 outs. What's kind of the mentality of saying 2 outs, the inning's not over, and you guys just keep going?
Yeah, that's one thing we take pride in, scoring runs with 2 outs. A lot of teams are like 2 outs, all right, almost out of this inning, but we just know we can keep on driving off that.
And I'll say, you guys have been here before. Obviously, you were here last season and making it to the state tournament. It didn't seem like you guys were nervous at all. You guys were ready for this moment. Just how much of your coaches and just you as a unit, how mentally tough are you guys to say, man, we're built for this. We're ready.
Yeah, especially from last year, we went 0-2 at state. We all knew this was our year. We got to come for it, and we're out here playing with fire.
Parker, congratulations on the win. What'll be like the rest of your afternoon now, getting ready for a game now tomorrow afternoon at 4 o'clock?
Just go back to the hotel, chill out, take it easy, and get ready for tomorrow.
Parker, congrats on the win, my friend. Thanks for joining us.
Thank you.
That's Parker Zigmund here with us on BSDN Live, a part of our postgame show. He went 3 for 3 this afternoon in the victory, and he was really special defensively as well in the victory as Central City wins it 8-0. Let's go ahead and look at the stats for Lincoln Christian. They had just 2 hits today, 1 walk, and only 3 base runners. All of them were left on. Grant DeHaan, he had the big hit of the day for Lincoln Christian, that double in inning number 3. Everyone for Lincoln Christian only batted twice. That tells you how great Connor Erickson was. He only went through the order 2 times in 5 complete innings, only giving up 2 hits and no runs, and really nobody even threatening to score. He only had 1 runner in scoring position the entire game, and that was Lincoln Christian in the 3rd inning when Grant DeHaan was left at 3rd after his 2-out double. So they win it 8-0. Looking at Central City's numbers, they had 9 hits, 6 walks, 8 runs, and they left 9 batters on base. Quinn Jensen, he had a walk. Oliver Herman, he went 2 for 2 with 2 singles, a sacrifice fly, and a walk. Connor Erickson went 1 for 4 with a single. Colbin Peters went 1 for 3 with a single and a walk. Caden Warner, he went 0 for 4, but he reached on a fielder's choice. Logan Vakiner, he walked today. Colton Luters, he went 2 for 2 with 2 doubles and a walk and 3 runs scored. Parker Zigmund, he went 3 for 3 with 3 singles and a run scored. And Martin Gonzalez had a sacrifice fly, a strikeout, and a walk. So the bottom of the order was the difference today for Central City. Luters, 2 for 2 with 2 doubles, 3 runs scored. Zigmund, 3 for 3 with a run scored. Martin Gonzalez, an RBI, and a walk and a run scored. That was the difference today. Was Erickson on the mound. He was special. The bottom of the order for Central City was just too good. Central City wins it in a run rule 8-0. So, again, as far as our broadcast goes here on BSDN Live, we will end this broadcast, and approximately at 3:40, we will start the next broadcast, getting ready for ETC Mount Michael taking on Alliance. First pitch scheduled for 4 o'clock. We can't start the games earlier, so it'll be a bit before that next game starts, but we will get it for you right here on BSDN Live. We'll start the broadcast at about 3:40 to give a shout-out to all of our sponsors. So, thanks so much to Parker Zigmund. Thanks for Matt Richmond for joining me here in game number 2. We'll get you set for game number 3 coming up here later. First pitch scheduled for 4 o'clock. Broadcast starting at 3:40. Central City, they advance. They win it 8-0. They'll take on Crete tomorrow afternoon in day number 2 of the 2024 Nebraska American Legion Class B Junior State Tournament right here on BSDN Live. We'll see you later this afternoon. Thanks for tuning in.